guys, welcome back to my channel. I was feeling really inspired by Jordan Liberty. He is an American makeup artist and he did this beautiful emerald smoky eye, so I was feeling really inspired by that and I recreated my own look for you guys. So if you are interested in seeing this emerald look and you also want to know how to get a really good dewy foundation to last all day, then keep on watching. Just before we start, I do think that this is a really nice look that you could wear to, say, like going to a wedding and you are wearing a darkish color dress, or you are going out on New Year's Eve. This is really nice as well. We got some really nice fluttery lashes happening as well, so can't wait to show you guys. Alright guys, so as always we're going to start off with my eyes and my eyebrows, but I'm firstly just going to put some moisturizer on just to get my skin a little bit more plump and hydrated. So I'm just going to take a makeup wipe and just run it underneath my eyes and all around my face to get my skin nice and clean. So to start off with my skin, I'm going to take the H20 Gel by Tarte. I absolutely love this stuff. I've been using it so much lately, as you can tell. I'm just going to take a little bit and just start to work it onto my face. For my eyes today, I'm just going to take the NARS Custard Creamy Concealer. I'm just going to take it on a Zoeva bullet brush as well. And then I'm going to take my Mercier Translucent and we're just going to set over that. This just helps the eyeshadow really stick to your eyes. I find if you're not going to do this, it would just be way too hard to blend. So a little bit of powder goes a long way. Alright, so to get into that khaki look, we're going to take the Pretty Fun Fearless palette by Ciate London and Chloe Morello and just going to work on that transition shade with a soft fluffy brush by Sephora. This is just going to help the khaki sort of fade off into like a nice soft warm shade. And then we're just going to blend it off with the Zoeva 127. Now for my brows, I'm just going to use the brow coat in deep brown and just work it on with a QV brush, I believe this is. It's just an angled synthetic brush, so I'm just working on a little bit of that product to my brows. I want to keep them a little bit more natural, so not too much product, just a little bit underneath and on the arch. The good thing about angled brushes is that it really sort of starts to shape your brows really easily, like by itself, just from the shape of the brush. So I definitely recommend to use a angled brush, whether it be natural or synthetic hairs. I find synthetic hairs do give you a little bit more product. To finish off those brows, I'm going to go in with my Goof Proof in the shade number 4 by Benefit and just sort of like fluff up the brows a little more, make them look a bit more natural. Now we're going to pick up the khaki shade on a blending brush. I'm going to start to run it through the socket and the outer corners of my eye. This is just going to help my eyes pop a little bit and smoke it up. On a flat shader brush by Zoeva, I'm going to pick up that bright green colour and I'm going to work it all the way onto the mobile lid up to the transition shade of my eye. This is like the most important part of your eye makeup, I think, because this is the part you really want to pop and it's usually where I put the most shimmer. We're going to go back over just to build up that pigment on the outside with a bullet brush. Going for thick and full lashes today, so I'm going to take Lilly lashes in Sophia. These ones are a little bit heavier because they are sitting on a wire. Okay, onto our Luminous skin. We're going to go in with the Backlight Priming Filter by Becca and apply it with a paintbrush for ultimate coverage. Now what I love about this primer is that it reflects so much light, so it already gives you that really beautiful dewy finish. And then I'm going to go in with the Acqua Luminous foundation with the same paintbrush. I'm applying a lot more in the very center of my face and really building up the product. I find that the paintbrush really gives us a lot more coverage than usual. So I'm really patting and pressing onto the skin and getting as much coverage as I possibly can. I think this is the best tip for dewy foundations because they can just slip off. And also remembering that you still need to set it even though you want it to be dewy. Now for concealer, I'm going to use a full coverage concealer because this is going to help with the coverage. I'm going to take a bullet brush by Zoeva and apply the Industrial Strength Concealer by Benefit in the shade number 1. So this is going to highlight my under eyes, but I'm going to take it a little bit further down as well just to really add to that coverage. Now I don't want to take off too much product, so I'm just going to use the Beauty Blender just to really press it into my skin to keep that full coverage there. And you can really see how dewy this foundation is. It's like super dewy around my cheeks, which is what I'm loving, but it is really important to still set. So I'm going to take my Mercier Translucent on a fluffy brush and just work that product into like my cheek area, my chin area. Even though we want to stay dewy, we don't want to look oily, so that's going to help with that. Onto contouring, we're going to take the Sassine contour palette and a dense brush, an angled dense brush by Morphe. This contouring palette's so beautiful. The colours are really soft and are easily blendable onto the skin. This brush though is a little tricky to use if you're not too experienced with contouring, so I'd probably stick to something a little bit more fluffier if you are a little bit nervous about it, but it is still a good contouring brush. Alright, now onto blush. We're going to take a 127 by Zoeva and work on a really soft peachy tone. Actually, because I'm so pale today, it's looking really strong, but I swear it is a soft peachy tone. And then we're going to take the Huda Beauty 3D Sands, I believe it's called, and just mix in a few of the colours on a soft fluffy brush and just start to work a little bit of highlight onto like my eyes, my nose area, just to glisten me up a little more. I've got to balance out those eyes, so I'm going to take a bullet brush and just the colours that I used before, which I will list below, and I'm just going to like go in and sort of just like smudge out the shadows and then apply a little bit of my Benefit They Are Real mascara to finish off my eye look. Now for my lips, I'm going to take Stripdown Lip Liner by MAC, which you guys know is my absolute favourite, and then I'm going to just pat on the shade Myth. So Myth is like a really pale pink and I don't want too much of it, so I'm just going to softly dab and then just sort of mix it together with the Stripdown. Well, that's the finished look, guys. Well, that's the end of the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to leave me a comment. Let me know what you want to see in the future, and I'll see you guys next time.